Edge runner, afterlife. They're the kings of the trades, making moves in the shadows. They're the masters of the game, slipping on the profits, watching numbers rise and fall. Living fast, make or break. They risk it all. They risk it all. Late nights with a
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to do a quick update following today's price action and Nvidia earnings. So if we start with the fundamentals, let's start with Nvidia. The news was good, revenue is up 15% from Q1, data center revenue is up 16%. And going through their highlights, it all sounded quite positive, but the market reacted quite negatively. Nvidia closed the day more than 2% in the red. And as you would expect, indices also didn't fare so well either. They went tumbling. So it's a little early to come to any conclusion, but it had a significant impact on NQ and it could trigger continuation in the coming days. We'll need to just wait and see how the market reacts tomorrow. And don't forget, we have GDP and unemployment tomorrow and CPE on Friday. CPE is the next big event for the week and could trigger further weakness in the market or completely reverse it. Now let's move on to the charts. So if we let's start with the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, you can see that we never hit the fair value gap above, and the volume imbalance pretty much held the price. We started to dig deeper into the weekly fair value gap, and you can look at the overall range of price. We're actually quite far from anywhere near discount, so if we do want to have a bigger pullback, that's where we're going to go. We're definitely going to come into discount if that's what the market is intending, and then from there we'll just have to see if it continues lower or if we start to get some sort of reaction from there, reverse, and continue to the upside. Now let's move to the daily time frame. So again, on the daily time frame, we never reached the daily fair value gap above either, and we've had 4 consecutive days of not 4 1 2 3 4 5 consecutive days of lower highs. The bearish moves are pushing lower and lower, so you can see we're creating lower lows, and we nearly filled the daily fair value gap below. I mean, we came to the very bottom of it. So to confirm further downside, we will need to close below this fair value gap, flip it, and potentially pull back into it. And then after that, we could see further continuation to the downside. And as I said on the weekly, if you look at the overall range, we do still have a lot more room to the downside if we're looking at a bigger pullback. And let's move on to the 4-hour chart. So if you look at the 4-hour chart, since last week, the most significant thing that we're seeing is the corrective nature of the pushes to the upside and then price slamming down. You see it here as well, corrective nature, pushing price to the downside. These are those whipsaws. I can't remember what caused it, but that was a crazy day. But yeah, continuation with these corrective pushes to the upside, and then after that, price comes tumbling down. Again, corrective move to the upside, and then yesterday during NYSE, price tumbled down. And then yesterday was a little different behavior because you can see we immediately reacted, pushed to the upside, created a higher high, and then the market opened this morning with a very aggressive push to the downside, coming into hourly fair value gap, and then after that reversing, pushing price back to the upside. But you can see we failed to break the high, and then after that New York started to push the price down, and then when NYSE opened, we had one manipulation, and then after that, price slammed down. And price tried to make an effort to push back up, but ultimately it came into a lower time frame. It was an order block that was respected, and then from there push aggressively to the downside, creating a lower low. I think it's this candle, and then actually had a pretty significant reaction, creating a higher high, and then after that comes slamming right back down, creating a lower low. So all in all, everything is looking more and more bearish, and as Nvidia didn't send price to the moon as I was expecting, we're set up for a further downside. The only thing that could change the direction this week is CPI on Friday. So for CPI, this will have a significant impact on price, and it'll either dump NQ or reverse it. Anyways, that's it for today's update. I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.
Afterlife, they're the kings of the trades, making moves in the shadows. They're the masters of the game, sipping on the profits, watching numbers rise and fall, living fast, make or break. They risk it all. They risk it all. Late nights with the charts, they analyze the trends, calculating risk. They're the market's best friends. No fear.